Conditioning. I've been divorced since 2014, but I still am changing my mindset about so many things. And it's because I was conditioned. I grew up at a certain time with certain beliefs around me. And even though I've been away from being married, I still am trying to get some of those thoughts out of my head. And it shows up in interesting ways. You know, I did a post not too long ago about napping, about how my husband used to come home and take a nap every day. And I would come home from work and sit in my car for a few minutes before I walked into the house because I would be mentally shifting from my 9 to 5 to what I was getting ready to do as I walked through the house or walked into the house. And I knew that I had a long to-do list as soon as I walked through that door. So I was just kind of mentally prepping myself for that. But he was able to just walk in and go right to bed and wait for dinner. And, because society and my family had trained me that his time, his rest, was more valuable than mine. And that there was some kind of pride that I should have in being needed to do all these things to take care of the family, and also in being tired. And even though I've been divorced for 10 years, I still find that creeping up sometimes when I've been divorced, but I still will have these super long to-do lists because I'm used to them. I'm used to having super long to-do lists. I'm used to being super productive. I'm used to working when I'm tired and working until I get as much done as I can get done in a day. And sometimes even going to bed guilty that I didn't get more done. And then there's the almost guilt or shame when I'm really just tired and want to take a break because there's this never ending to-do list. And now that I'm no longer married, the to-do list sometimes has to do with kids or grandkids or, my business or whatever. And I've had to work on boundaries and changing this pride and being exhausted. I'll be around women sometimes that are my age or a little younger, and you'll say, "Hey, how you doing? How's it going?" "Man, I'm so tired." And there's almost yeah, I know, me too, and it's almost like this sisterhood around being tired, being exhausted, being overwhelmed, being overworked. And, you almost feel this camaraderie, like, okay, she knows what being a woman is. She's a mother too. She's a wife too. She has those same experiences that I have. And, that's not something that is healthy to bond over. And when I think about the research that men get more out of marriage, and that married women tend to die around 8 years sooner than married men, that comes up and in my mind. And I'm thinking, this is why we've been socialized to overwork ourselves, to let ourselves be overwhelmed, to keep going when we should take a break, to feel guilty when we take a break. And even though I've been divorced 10 years, I'm still unlearning that. And it makes me so excited when I see younger single women, childless women who are celebrating their child-free day when they got up at 10 or 11 or noon and they made something to eat that they really had wanted to learn how to make, and they went to a concert or a movie or just hung out on the beach, and their day was leisurely and relaxing, and it was full of self-care and enjoyment. And over the last few years, I've been working towards that. I've been in therapy on and off for years, but my therapist has been pushing self-care on me for a long time. and I do push that on other people when I do workshops, and I talk about it a lot because I know what a mindset shift it was for me to begin to prioritize self-care, prioritize trying to get enough sleep, trying to drink enough water, trying to do things that I enjoyed just because I enjoyed them, um, and to prioritize me rather than everyone else, and I come last if I come on the agenda or the to-do list at all. And that's another thing. When I got divorced 10 years ago, it was really kind of the first time that I put myself on the to-do list, because I was always thinking about what my mom might need, my sister, my husband, my kids, my job, my community, and I didn't necessarily think about what I might need unless it was, okay, I need to schedule this dental appointment, I need to schedule, those kind of things, but not self-care, not rest, not relaxation, not recreation. None of that was on the agenda. It was just the things I had to do. And I did a post not too long ago about survival mode versus choice mode, and also